I'm good. I'm good. We were just chatting before the podcast, but how are you feeling after yesterday?
I'm super excited. Just being from London, England, and I'm here in Maryland, and this is actually my first time ever playing in the NCAA Championship tournament, and not many people get the opportunity to actually like go play in this type of tournament. As I was also one of those type of people that used to sit at home and watch like the whole tournament and be like, "Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?" And now that I'm able to be part of that is crazy. It's life changing. It's a great opportunity from God, and I'm just excited.
Yeah, before we touch on like your basketball journey and stuff, like you're from London, you're representing Britain over there. Obviously, well, you're representing yourself, but it's not often we have like such a good British prospect over in the States. How surreal is that for you? Obviously, you get to travel around the country playing the sport you love. Obviously, education is priority, but you've got an aim over there. You wanna make a career in basketball. How surreal is that for you?
Like, it's just like I said, like you go from watching all of this on TV, and it's like all the things that you never thought that you would be able to do, like you're doing it now. Like it's I don't know, it's just like super life changing and it's just amazing.
I've got to say, I admire it because, do you know, at a young age where you don't know what you want to do and to take
Yeah.
that risk at such an age, was that kind of, what was that risk like? Because obviously, basketball, it's what you want to do. But did that hold you back at all when you were making the jump? Was maybe the anxiety around having to move to a different, like a different country, a different culture, you were having to transition into something different. Did that ever hold you back at all?
Absolutely not. I've been traveling, because I've been playing for Great Britain and all that other stuff. And my older sister, Isi Ozzy-Momodu, she also came out here to play in the States. So just knowing that she was okay out here and she could do it, like I just know like I could do it too because I see a bit of myself in my older sister too. So I knew I was gonna be fine, but it kind of hit me when my parents dropped me off and like they left me, which was so sad. I was upset for like a whole week, but then I was like, okay, I know what I came here to do. This is what I signed up for, and it was almost like I was born to do this. Like it just felt natural. It just came natural to me.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I really admire it because even when I was in university, when I was younger, I wouldn't move from where I live in Sunderland to a place called Durham. I don't know how well you know that.
Wow.
It's 20 minutes away, and I wouldn't move. So honestly, for you to do that across the globe, it's awesome. I really admire it.
Yeah.
So in terms of basketball, what made you step into that? You obviously said like that was your journey, that's where you wanted to be. But how did you come across it, and how accessible was it for you when you were in London, or is that where you started?
So I actually started basketball at a very young age. I'll say 9. I started basketball at the age of 9. So I played at an all-girls school with my old coach, Coach Corte. Shout out to Coach Corte. He was keeping me in check, but like that school, I didn't really like it. So I moved to my older sister's school where basketball is doing really well, City of London Academy. And that's where I played for Coach Jackson. And
So
what was the other part of the question?
it was just how you got into basketball. How did you like
Oh,
a 9-year-old? How did you come across it?
at 9 years old, I'm not gonna lie, I hated it. I hated it because in one practice, there was one practice my mom took me to. That was my first ever practice. They threw the ball and I ran away. I was like, this is not me. This is not me. And then they made us do wall sits. I was like, absolutely not. Then I then Coach Jackson told my older sister to bring me to a practice session. So I came and we were doing drills and I was actually really good at it. So I was like, okay, let me see what this is about. Continue playing. I went into secondary school. We were doing great, had an amazing team. Um, City of London Academy, we won so many championships. In fact, we won championships all the time. I mean,
Was it
it was
7? I think I've got wrote down. I could,
yes,
and I'm
it
happy to
was
be
it
corrected.
was 7. Like we won so many. Like it was just great. Like aside from the basketball, you also learn like how to become like a great like person. Like you learn so much about discipline, respect, pride, and I just all of that. That came with it. Um, then I started hearing that coaches wanted me to come over from overseas. So I was like, oh, oh. I was like, okay. I'm gonna think about it because my older sister, she went overseas. I mean, she came to the States too.
Yeah.
So she was doing great out here. So that's what made me be like, okay, she can do it, I can do it too.
Has
So
your
I
sister,
came
by the way, has she just signed with London Lions? Is
London
that right?
Lions, yes.
So I got a shock, all right? So I seen it online. I didn't realize you had a sister until I've looked into it. So
Yeah,
in the it flashed up on X for like a second that some like Ozzy-Momodu had signed. I was like, whoa, there's no way. Like you're playing in Maryland. Like I'm pretty sure you're happy over there. And then I checked again. I realized you had a sister. I was like, oh my god. I thought you'd
yeah.
moved over for a second.
Oh, that's my older sister. I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
Who's the better player then? Are you going to put yourself out there and say you're the better player?
I say, because okay, cool. There's three of us, right? I say we all like play differently
All right.
in a sense. So she's like a post player. She is like a serious center, like a bully. My twin, she's more of like a guard and she's fast and she could play like defense. Like she's very active. I would say me, I'm more of like I could do a bit of both. Yeah, I would say I could do a bit of both.
That's
Uh,
you saying you're better, but being very humble about it. That's how I'm taking it.
yeah, I say I could do a bit of both. But we all
But
have our
yeah, 100%. Trust us, I've got plenty. There's no denying that.
yeah.
So when you were still in the UK, though, you did enter in the Hoops Fix All-Star Classic, I believe, 3 times. Again, I love to be corrected, so you tell me if I'm wrong with any of this. You've
Yeah,
got the
it was
Hoops
3
Fix.
times, but the one of the years we couldn't do it because of COVID.
Oh, was it around that time, was it? Oh,
Yeah, but I played twice in it.
right. And then you played in the Hoops Fix Pro Am and won MVP at 18. What does that do for you on a personal level? You know, you're getting these accolades, you're getting attention, you're getting representation. What does that do for your confidence as a player?
Like, my confidence, it just skyrockets. Like, it makes me believe that I can do what I can do, but there's more to what I can do. So it makes like all of these accolades, it just makes me hungry. Like, don't like it just makes me not like want to be comfortable. I need to get uncomfortable to like do more stuff, like add more stuff to my bag, you know? Have
Yeah.
something new that other people can talk about. Cause sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, I know I can do this, but like, what else? It's
Yeah.
always that question. What else? It makes me hungry.
And then you obviously you moved over to the States where the Gulf State College, where you had some massive performances. You were averaging, and again, correct us, 16.7 points, 11.6 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks per game. You had a 25.23 rebound performance, a 22.26 rebound performance against South Georgia Tech, 28 point and 20 rebound performance against Columbia State. Is this a point in your career where you realize you don't just belong, but you can move on to bigger things?
Yeah. Yeah, because like it's JUCO and everyone works hard. Like JUCO people look at it like it I don't know. Some people just look at it like it's like
They frown
JUCO.
upon it slightly, do they?
Yeah, like people just think, oh yeah, that's JUCO. Like it's not really like that good. But I was also one of them. But when I went, I was in for a shock. Everyone is trying to get out. Everyone is doing their big one, and especially like the regional side that I was on of conference. Ooh, that side was harder than the side that I was at my first school, Eastern Florida. But the Gulf Coast side is really hard. So for me to be putting up those numbers on a very like hard side with like a lot of talented players was actually shocking to me, but that gave me more confidence.
What do you think your biggest point of development was when you were there? Because obviously, on paper, this looks so easy to hear. It looks like you've landed in a league and you seem to have just took to it like a swan to water. Would you say it was that simple, or did you really have to work and develop certain parts of your game?
I had to work on my free throws. I had to work on finishing around the rim because as much as I was getting those rebounds, it was if we look back on video, it was more like I would miss the first layup, but I would rebound my own layup. I
Yeah.
would rebound my own layup, but put it back up. So I didn't want to do that. I had to like learn how to finish the first time.
Yeah, so is that your coach telling you that, or is that you saying, "No, that's me wanting to get better"?
That's me telling myself I need to get better. With my free throws, my coach, 100%. But even to this day, but it's great because when you work on something and like you put it in the game, it's like, wow, this is what happens like when you work hard, you know?
Yeah, and obviously it worked out for you because you had Maryland coming. And am I pronouncing that right, by the way? And someone please
I
come in and
think
tell it.
so. Me personally, I say Maryland.
Because
Maryland.
on it, do you know I was on. I know. I'm sorry. I'm terrible for digressing. I was on a call with Sabrina Merchant from the Athletic the other day talking about. I said Azzy Fudd, and I was. And then she came out with Easy Food, and I'm like, I am such a tramp. Like my accent is terrible. But then I had to quickly correct. So if it is Maryland, I heard people say, but if it's not, I'm sorry if I'm
Maryland,
pronouncing it.
Maryland.
Yeah, that's just the UK for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still British. No.
Oh, I didn't know if your accent would have changed slightly. Maybe you would have got that American twang, but I can
Oh
tell you're from
no.
London.
I still got my British accent. Yeah.
No, it's glad to hear it.
Mm.
So we'll fast forward to now, and like we say, you landed in Maryland. What was that like choosing that university and that program? How do you make that decision? Because is it right that other colleges were after you? It wasn't just a simple process? So how do you single that down and go, no, actually, this is the program that's going to suit me best and help with my development?
Yeah, my recruiting process was a lot. It was a lot. There, I had other schools that wanted to call me, but I was going off based off like of my previous experiences and also what my older sister has experienced before because um you can go to some programs and it's not what you expected it to be. Um things not that things don't go your way, but like things don't happen in like the most like loyal way. And some coaches, it's more of like a business standpoint. Some coaches is more of like no, you're human. We want you to play. You're gonna be great here. They still love you, but they're gonna be a coach on you. And that's exactly what a player wants. And that's exactly what I saw in the Maryland coaches. Like they've been the same since the beginning, since my visit. Nothing's changed, to be honest. And I feel like I can still be myself around here. Like I can develop myself as a person and as a player on and off the court. That's most of the things that I look for. And that's what I found here.
So how does that process actually work? So obviously, if you've played your season, do you go have someone who looks for colleges for you, or is the colleges come into contact to talk to you, and then do you go for interviews? How does that process work?
So the coaches come and talk to you. The
Right.
coaches, well, they don't come and talk to me. They come and talk to whether you have an agent or your parents or someone who is like, what's the word? Someone that's like
Right.
representing. So yeah, there's like time frames where coaches are allowed to speak to you and yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a is it a long winded process then? Is it?
Yeah, it's long. It's a matter of like you have like your pros and cons and you're thinking in your mind like, no, I have to make the right decision. Like you have to. You can't mess up because once you've made your decision, it's like that's done. Like it's done. And
No, I
who
mean
wants to move again? Not me.
nobody wants to move
I
on.
do. At least I don't have a reason to be. I'm happy. I'm happy.
That's it. Like you see, it seems like it's working out well for you. So on the season, you're averaging 8.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, and one block on 53% shooting. What has it been? What is your personal assessment of the season? Are these the kind of numbers you expected? Is this what you want? Has there been a change of role for you?
Oh no. So obviously I'm just coming off an ACL injury. The num the season, I would say like the stats, like I don't really pay attention to, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
But cause I'm just the type of person to just go out and just play
yeah.
cause if I focus on stats, I'm not gonna play well. So I've never been the type to think about stats. But if we're gonna talk about stats, I think my game this year has been me coming back to my old self, and I've seen like a lot of like spurts, especially like in times in games where we're like about to lose and it's like, Issy, you need to wake up, play defense. Those are the spurts where like I've seen myself come back. And even like now towards the season, like I've been in the gym working hard, including my whole team. Like we've been working and it's like everyone is working on something that they can improve themselves better on. And I feel like it's been really good. So yeah.
So, like you mentioned the ACL injury as well. What was that like for you mentally? I bet that was really tough, especially when you're over in the States. How did you personally come back for that, and how did you keep your mind right, ready to return?
So obviously I'm a Christian, so like, and I'm growing my faith in God. And ever since I started like picking up my Bible and reading the word of God and like just having more faith, like it just made me more powerful. But I feel like this was more like closer like towards the end of like my whole ACL injury. And I also had a journal that one of my advisors in the school gave me to just journal how I feel after every game. On the bench there will be some times where it's I want to play. Like it's like a feeling like you want to go run and sub yourself in, and it's like just want to play. But it was a thing where it's like just wait your turn, like God's timing, and God's timing is the best timing because the time that I'm playing is the time where my confidence is coming up. I'm playing the old basketball that I'm playing now, and it's just great, you know?
Yeah, it's in the timing must be good because now you're back, you're ready for the NCAA tournament, which we will
Yeah.
touch upon. How excited are you to feature in that for the first time?
So excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and like I was saying before the podcast started, I was actually really surprised that you weren't in the top 16. Given, and this is no disrespect to North Carolina and Minnesota, when you see names like that in there and the wins you've had, and obviously the way it all works, I really thought yous would be among the top 16.
Yeah.
Did that bother yous at all? Is it something you thought about, or were you kind of convinced yous would still be amongst the actual seedings?
Yeah, well, me, I would say I thought we were gonna, be in the top 16, but it's a thing where now it's like, okay, we're not hosting, but we still got a basketball game to play. So we ain't got no time to be feeling sorry for ourselves because the other team's not gonna feel sorry for us. So we have to do what we can, do what's possible to win this game. Go out there and show people that, yeah, we're not hosting, but we got this.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. And you look at your side of the bracket, and you've got UConn there, you've got Iowa State, Notre Dame, Illinois, Vanderbilt. What is that like to play against them teams? Because obviously on paper you look at that, and there's some fantastic talents. Hannah Dalgo, obviously UConn's there with Sarah Strong, Izzy Fudd.
Yeah.
Because obviously you are up for everything. You're going to play no matter what. But what is it like to be against them teams? Is that surreal, or is it something you don't really think about and you're kind of just enjoying your journey?
Yeah, I feel like it's a thing that I don't really think about. I just enjoy my journey, especially like when people are like saying, are talking about people like AZ Fudd, Sarah Strong, those type of players. It's like, oh, okay, I want to play against her. It's like this. That's if that's how everyone wants to play. Okay, I'm up for it. Um, Basketball's basketball everywhere. So let's see. It's not even a matter of like competition or like who's the best of the best, but it's like, okay, she said they said this about you. Okay, come, show me your best.
So would you say the more a team is ranked, that motivates you more to beat them? Is that where you're coming
Yeah,
from?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Is there any team that you look at and you've obviously got your Yukons up there who haven't been beaten? When you head into a game like that, how do you break it down? Do you find weak points in their game or do you stick to your strengths and just go at the teams?
I obviously look at their weak points on like how I can attack them, and then I also look at how I think that they would guard me, and then I just go out and attack.
That's the best way to play it.
Go out and attack.
Sorry, go on.
I said, watch that film.
Oh, yes, you've got it. So obviously your first game up is Murray State. Have you started working on that yet? Have you just broke down their film?
Yes, they sent film. I've been watching film. We also have practice today. So yeah.
It must be a really busy. Is this not just so exciting for you, knowing that this is coming up? Like, what signifies success for you? Because obviously, winning the whole tournament would be wonderful, and it would be one of them Cinderella stories. But for Maryland, if you break it down, what does success look like?
For me, knowing that we went out there and we fought every single quarter, every single minute, and we didn't give up, and we still stayed together.
Yeah. So if a team's watching you, so if we're talking to British fans now and we're saying, look, you've got to stay awake and you've got to watch Issy and you've got to watch Maryland, what would you say to them? How would you sell this team? What is their brand of basketball? Like, what is their identity
Ours is for us,
for you,
Mary,
for yourself and for your team?
we want the smoke. We want the smoke because that's all we've been saying all season. We want the smoke. Me personally, I'm not scared of nobody because in my head, basketball is basketball. At the end of the day, people have to come and play us too. People have to play us too. I feel like that's what some people forget. People have to come and play us too. But basketball is basketball. May the baddest win.
Oh, I love it. That's you've convinced me. I'll be there to watch
May the
it.
baddest win.
No, I love that. We'll keep an eye on that tournament for sure. I can't honestly. This is my favorite time of year. I really can't wait. But if we talk about the future for you now, what does the future for Issy look like? What are your ambitions? Where do you see yourself playing? Is the WNBA the dream? Is it playing professionally? Is that just the dream, or do you aim for the heights?
Honestly, wherever the wind takes me, I'm going. But all I know is I'm going to be playing basketball.
Listen, I've got a spot here on the Newcastle Eagles for you if you ever want to arrive and make our team better. It's always here. So, Izzy, you've done fantastic. I've loved talking to you, but I've just got a final question. And normally I like to think of maybe a good team to bring up, but this is a little different, I think, because you're a British star over in America. And I think you can inspire so many young women who want to play the game. And that's kind of the idea of this podcast. So, not just shine light on women's basketball. We want to give people a realization that it can happen if you dream, if you put the work in, you can achieve what you want. But if you were talking to younger Issy, what advice would you give for a grown up? What would be your biggest advice? Not that you've ever regretted, but maybe that would help her along the way.
Ooh.
Deep, a nice deep one for you.
Ooh. So one, stay in school, read your books, and stop getting in detention. Come on, we're too grown for this. Also, get in that gym, work hard, because the next person is never. Your opponents don't care if you're aching or you're injured or you can't make a layup. Get in that gym. Stop making excuses. Another thing is it gets better all in the end. Read your Bible because God is going to get you through all the battles and all the struggles that you're going to go through from. You've had an ACL injury, but you can get through. That means you can get through anything.
That's awesome. That's really good. Well, that's a really hard question. I would hate if anyone ever asked me that because I've got no advice. So I think you smashed that, Issy. Well done.
Thank you.
No, well, that's it. You've done it. The interrogation is over. So thank you so much for coming. I've really enjoyed your company.
Thank you so much. Nice talking to
Right.
you.
So for anyone who does listen to the podcast, we are now Maryland fans for the rest of the month. and hopefully we'll see them nice and deep in the tournament. So if you want to see any more of these Women's Basketball Weekly podcasts, please like, share, and subscribe. And again, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.